Hey Pisces, welcome to Tarot and Heal. Welcome to the place where we tarot and heal our way to self-love and unity consciousness. I hope all is well. Welcome to your May reading. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment, add me on IG, that's Tarot and Heal. If you want a personal reading, check out the info box below. I don't know what happened with the Pisces reading, why it's coming out so late. I've been trying, I don't know. Maybe there's some divine timing issues going on here, but let's get started. I come to you humbly, God, thanking you for your divine guidance, providing messages of divine light, divine love, in accordance with your divine will. What is it that the Pisces Collective need to know from May? Thank you. You speak up and correct your mistakes coming out here. I don't know why I'm feeling like this very nervous energy. I don't know if somebody's really nervous about speaking. Maybe there's a need to clear the air about something, to course correct a situation, to correct whatever the trajectory is of a situation, connection. If somebody made a misstep, then it might just need a conversation to help alleviate the situation. Yeah, all right, the more I'm getting into this energy, I'm feeling a lot of fear-based energy, because I thought it was me. I don't know why. Like, I started tapping into the energy, like, okay, let me do this Pisces reading, and then it's just like, boom, fear. You know, I think that might have something to do with the delay in the delivery of this reading, you know? Someone needs to speak, but they're delaying it, they're putting it off out of fear. All right, let's continue. What's going on with the Pisces Collective? Seven of Cups coming out here. The Seven of Cups is about, just feeling a little bit confused. There might be some illusion. Someone needs to talk, okay? Someone needs to talk here. To clear the air, okay? Clear up whatever illusions are happening. Both parties could be triggered, for example. If this is about a love situation, both parties could be triggered. Everybody said things that they didn't mean, or they did things that were taken out of context. You know, something like that, where it's like if somebody would just be honest, it would just eliminate whatever the miscommunication is happening. Like, hey, all right, I was acting like this because this is how I really feel. I think it sets a foundation. You have the Ten of Pentacles coming out along with this King of Pentacles. Oh my, what is going on here? I feel like I don't know what's going on here. I'm feeling a whole lot of like sensations in my body. First it felt fear, now I'm feeling sensations. It's just like, you know how it manifests physically? Where you need to actually get something off your chest and it might be showing up in weird ways. Just be mindful of that here, okay? Your fear could be expanding this situation. You might be thinking worst case scenarios and you're making it bigger than what it is in your mind. Your imagination is creating, it's like you're imagining how this conversation could play out and you're probably thinking worst case scenarios and scaring yourself out of it. Because it does seem like it comes, See, this is walking into abundance, okay? This could be an abundance of options. Let's keep going. Oh, okay. Okay. Is something going on with the psychic something here? I feel like right now someone's psychic energy is actually kind of messing with them a little bit. All right. I feel like it's something about the intuitive guidance that's getting a little bit, it's throwing someone off. All right. So if somebody is, this is really like this energy. I'm feeling the nervousness, the fear, okay? I don't know what it is, why there's so much fear coming up here, all right? Someone's very nervous to speak. The illusion, okay. There's an illusion that needs to be broken here. It's like unspoken stuff, unspoken things, and people are getting caught up in the unspoken. Like if you're just reading the body language of the person, you might be misinterpreting certain things as if, oh, this person hates me, or it's something like that that's happening here, all right? Let's look more to that Seven of Cups. It just feels like someone's very spooked. I don't know why I'm getting that feeling. Okay. I think someone needs to raise their vibration so they can see things from a different vantage point, all right? If this is like a psychic thing, then someone's psychic awareness, if they're highly intuitive, which Pisces are, if you're highly intuitive but you're moving in fear, you are experiencing the fear-based psychic phenomena, right? As opposed to the high vibrational psychic phenomena. I feel like it's as simple as that. All right, yeah, see with the Eight of Swords, someone's getting trapped in their own mind. And with the Eight of Wands here coming out in reverse, it's like you're not going with the divine flow here. So we have this High Priestess coming out with the Queen of Cups. Yeah, see, it's highly intuitive energy. Along with this Four of Swords, this meditative energy. I feel like that's what needs to happen. You know what I'm going to say here? If you're getting like intuitive guidance, maybe ask for signs of confirmations. Like if you're getting a message coming through, then maybe start asking like, hey, can I get a clear confirmation? This is what I'm getting. Like if you're talking to your guides, like this is the message that I'm getting. From my understanding, this is what I'm receiving. This is what you're telling me about this person or about this job or about this situation. Give me confirmation, okay? Because there is spiritual discernment needed when it comes to intuitive guidance. Sometimes our fear can speak very loud and it can feel like intuitive guidance, right? Especially if you're used to listening to your guides, sometimes your fear can take over and you just think, oh, the message that I'm getting is from my intuitive guidance, and it's not, it's fear. I feel like there's a need to refine that practice of speaking to your guides here. Because it's stopping someone from going with the flow of whatever they're supposed to be doing here. Somebody's getting hung up with the Eight of Wands. They're keeping themselves in this self-imposed prison of fear, and it's stopping the flow. I feel like whatever this thing is, this course correction by way of communication, whatever that is, it does it does feel like it leads to progress, okay? If somebody's imagining that this course correction is going to lead to disaster, I don't think it is. I feel like somebody would win at the end of the day. It does lead to moving on to abundance, okay? Whether this is an abundance of love or money, whatever. You have the Six of Wands coming out. This is being on top, okay? This is victory here. It's like somebody is leading to anxiety. See, there's an upgrade. There's a shift that happens because of this communication. Somebody's so stuck in their head with the Nine of Swords, overthinking. Someone's so stuck in their head that they're forgetting, like, hey, I need to actually talk. When people get into these situations, these spiritual connections where it's like heavily telepathic, you know, things like that, this is pretty new stuff, I guess, you know, so we're still trying to figure it out. How does it work? And just like when it comes to speaking to your guides and trying to get that spiritual discernment, what's my guides talking and what's my ego talking to me? There's a need with that telepathic communication to realize that too, okay? Because it's something about the psychic awareness and their imagination, and sometimes it gets crossed. So there's a need to practice discernment and ask for confirmations to, like, keep yourself grounded, okay? All right. This speaking up, it could be boundary setting, okay? Yeah, it's definitely some moving on, okay? It's moving on to something new. Okay, is someone afraid to, like, because with this King of Pentacles, what I first thought was like kind of like a boss energy, right? So this could be like, hey, I'm moving on from this job, I'm going to another job, right? Or it could be walking away from a relationship, all right? But it's moving on to someone's abundance. With this Eight of Cups, someone doesn't want to feel the regret of that. They don't want to feel like they're making a wrong mistake here. If this is like a spiritual connection that someone's like afraid to walk away from it, I don't think that the speaking up is a problem. It's the walking away. It's feeling like the regret of like, damn, I gotta leave this. That's what's causing a problem here. See, the Four of Wands is coming out with that Seven of Wands here. It's like someone has to hold their ground, stand their ground here. I feel like there might be a need to clear the air, set some boundaries. If it's about a job, then it's like, hey, I have to go, or hey, I need more money. It's something about owning up to your desires and like asking for what you want, or leaving because you're not getting what you want. I do see the moving on energy, but it's like, get out of your head and get what you want with the Star card here. Get the healing, get the light from the situation. If you can't get that, then you move on. But it's something about like, it's something healing about speaking up in this way. Why is Three of Pentacles here? See, this Three of Pentacles comes out with the Seven of Cups in reverse. The speaking up in this way, it releases you of confusion. It's something, it's bringing major clarity. And I think I showed you the Tower card that came out with the Seven of Cups, okay? The Seven of Cups came out earlier. That was the first card that came out, the confusion. It's clarified by the Tower. And then the Ten of Swords that came out in reverse. It's like it closes a cycle, okay? It closes this illusion for you. I feel like there's a major lesson here. For some reason, this boundary setting or this, if somebody needs to learn how to apologize and they're like, oh, it wouldn't ruin my ego if I just apologize. You know, whatever the case is, it's something about the speaking up in a way that they haven't done before that's going to close out a cycle and bring in this new energy for themselves. I feel like it's going to be empowering. It's going to allow them to move in the world differently, ask for more or ask for things. But it's so much fear behind it. It's crazy. But it brings on healing, okay, for this person. It breaks them out of their head, all right, and the illusion here. And with that Four of Wands coming out in reverse, I feel like it does have to do with like breaking up something, okay? So this could be a breakup or breaking of a connection or leaving one job for another, whatever the case is. It is some type of breaking up, okay? And I feel like someone's just scared to talk about it. What's the blockage here? Whew. I'm glad we got past that energy. That level of fear felt crazy. And I feel like that's what'll happen. You're like, oh my gosh. The fear, I feel like, is manifesting in some weird ways for you, okay? Or it can if you... I don't know, that's all. All right. It's like being in that energy of fear is like, let's say if you're already in a scared place, right? Let's say if you go to a haunted house, right? And nothing has happened yet, but you walking in the house and expecting something is gonna make you jump from like a window, from a tree branch knocking on a window, right? Something simple like that will be like, ah, right? That's what I'm feeling here. It's like your imagination is making you so spooked and it's making something seem way bigger than what it is, okay? The World card keeps coming out. It leads to something bigger. Somehow, whether it's with this job or person or not, it just leads to your empowerment. All right, what's the blockage? Strength. Buck up. Come on now. Put your big boy pants on. Put your big girl panties on. Put your non-binary underwear on. Whatever it is. You put them things on because you're a grown person. All right? And say what you got to say. And say it with your chest. All right? Now. Come on now. That's coming out as a blockage. A strength card. In reverse. All right? Someone's just so scared. This has to run, it comes from something deeper. It has to. You're going to be so empowered by this. You're going to be so empowered by it. And it's also going to give you clarity about like, okay, I have the tendency to really be in my head, and my fear and imagination tends to blow things out of proportion. Now I know this, you know, it's something like that. It's going to break a major cycle for you. It's so empowering on the other side. See, the Two of Swords coming out sideways because it's like it can be a breakthrough if you do this, okay? It can be a major breakthrough. Oh, this wanted to flip up, right? Okay, the Ten of Cups. It's the foundation for your emotional fulfillment. You doing this, I feel like this is the energy of finally like speaking up for what you want. If you've been in a cycle where you kind of people please, or you didn't speak up on your own desires, or you let things go too far before you did speak up, or whatever, if it's something like that, you doing this, it breaks the cycle. It's like you putting your past lessons into practice right now. And it sets the tone for more happiness, more emotional fulfillment. And more emotional fulfillment because if somebody isn't acting right, you don't sit there and wait for them to figure it out. You speak up, let them know what you need and what you want, and then realize early in the game, you know, before it goes too far, you realize you let them know early in the game, hey, this is what I want. And then you realize if they can give it to you or not, and you're wasting less time with these people who don't deserve to be in your life, right? It's like, it's leading to that level of emotional fulfillment, that level of clarity, like, oh, this is all I need to do to get what I want. This is all I need to do. So you have the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Cups coming out. This is a lesson. This is a lesson in communication. All right. And speaking from the heart. You have the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Cups coming out in reverse here. Okay, along with this Death card. If this was like emotional, this is the end of emotional maturity, and the end of emotional immaturity. Okay. On whatever level you were on, it's time to step into a new level of emotional maturity. That's it. Okay, not saying you're emotionally immature, but there's a new level of maturity that you're being let to step into. That's all. Okay, and heartfelt communication, which comes with emotional intelligence. It comes with the ability to honor how you feel, understand how you feel, tap into that, and then have the intelligence, the emotional intelligence to communicate it. Okay, it's the end of this. See, this could be like passive aggressive communication and not really speaking up and saying what you want. It's an end to that. That's over, or that can be over. That's what you're being led to, because the ending of that is the key to the type of relationship you want, the type of emotional fulfillment you want, the going for what you want here. All right. What are they failing to say? The level of happiness. All right, a lot of cards came out here. I'm gonna put these back. We have the Hangman coming out, Six of Swords, and the Fool card. See, some of you guys, all right, I'm gonna just say this real quick. I do feel like some of you guys might have the people-pleasing streak here, okay? Where you want to stay around, or you probably stay around too long in situations, or you let a situation play out for way too long without saying like, hey, this is bothering me, this hurts my feelings, or hey, I want this. You know, it's something like that that's happening. It was an idea of like, I need to just stick around, tough it out. You know, that type of energy. For some reason, there was a need to stay and like kind of sacrifice yourself for the situation. Like, I'm not really happy here, but I'm still tough it out. That is over for that. All right. With the Hangman here, it's like, it's changing the perspective of like, yo, when it's time to go, it's time to go. If this is not giving me what I want, I'm taking this leap of faith and I'm moving on to the next. Okay, this stops you from wasting time on people that don't deserve your time, or people who are just wasting it right now. So what you're failing to see here is the Sun card, the level of happiness and fulfillment that you'll come into, because this blockage, this lack of communication, or this level of communication, this has been a blockage for you for a while. All right. This new power that you step into by using your words is going to open up new doors for you. This can apply to a bunch of different things. I don't think it's just love or just a career. I feel like it's going to happen on every layer, every aspect of your life. All right. It opens up a new passion. I just feel it in my stomach though. Like, I feel it like, it's like some of the nerves, man. See, someone's not used to speaking up like this. I don't want to be an a-hole. I don't want to be mean. I don't want to mess up this chance. I don't want to mess up this opportunity by speaking my truth. Like the Five of Cups. But what you're failing to see is this communication is needed to be an Empress. All right. So you're stopping with that World card that keeps coming out. You're stopping your upgrade into Empress mode. Okay, which is this strong feminine energy that knows how to get what they want. All right, they go through all the queens, right? So they have that Queen of Swords energy when they need to, that Queen of Swords, that communicative energy that knows how to speak on what they want. Okay, very clear about what they want, and can make clear judgment calls about who is giving it to them and who's not. Okay, that element is within the Empress. Okay, as well as the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands and all that, Queen of Cups. Okay, it does seem like you have the Queen of Cups energy, which is that very gentle energy, okay? But it could probably lead to people pleasing, so it stops you from doing this. So it's like you don't want to mess up an opportunity. But is it an opportunity if they're not giving you what you want? You got to clear the air here. It's too stuck in your head, it seems. All right, what's the advice? That's it. Go for what you want. It was something about that breeded toxic, codependent, one-sided relationships for you. This is why you have to learn how to do this, so you don't get these again. It opens up new doors. Like, oh, I know how to speak up. I know how to get what I want out of this world. I know how to release the time wasters. And that brings in a whole new set of people and a whole new set of experiences to your life. Because now you're moving in a more empowered way. So you're getting things that's going to empower you more. Three of Wands, you're going to get results from that, all right? The Star card, the healing. The Ten of Swords coming out. This is what needs to end. It's a major cycle closing from this conversation. It's like a major aha moment from this conversation, whatever this is, okay? Yeah, that Ten of Swords came out with the Death card. Ending that cycle. Ending that cycle. Ending Six of Cups. See, I feel like it's something deeper to it. This could stem from like childhood something, be seen and not heard, or whatever it is, where it may be your conversation, your communication has been stifled, whatever that is. It's time to let it go. All right, that's it. It's time to let it go. It's time to heal that thing. All right, and this is the opportunity to do it. Your Empress mode. That's what comes out of it. So that's very exciting. Let's look into the animal spirit. The fear, man. Just feel the fear. Do it anyway. However you have to have this conversation, even if your voice is shaking and you're crapping in your... That was too much, sorry. Even if your voice is shaking, your heart is beating out your chest, have the talk. Wow, Fox Spirit, think on your feet. I always look at that card as a very clever card. See, you might be dealing with a little bit of a fox, okay? Pig Spirit, use your mind wisely. I have to bring this up because I do feel like someone's imagination is making things seem worse than what it is, all right? So just be mindful of that. You are a co-creator. You are carrying this wonderful High Priestess, Queen of Cups energy, so you're very, very intuitive, all right? But use that thing wisely because you're so tapped in and you can just create your own world here, for the better or for the worse. So if you start imagining shitty outcomes, okay, you're just expanding that. So you're gonna have to tighten up when it comes to your intuitive guidance and your creative thought. You're gonna have to tighten up your thoughts. Check yourself, all right? You have the power, so now you have to, with that power comes more discipline. You have to learn to discipline that mind. Don't let your mind go off. All right. Now, Fox Spirit coming out here, think on your feet. This is when you're dealing with someone who's kind of clever. That's what I feel. So somebody might be kind of slick or sly, and you just have to clear it up. Like, dude, what are we doing here? No, I see what you're doing. Okay, and it's just like a matter of like calling them out. That's what I feel is happening. See, it is something where you're just not okay with it. You're not okay with this person's behavior. all right? And you have to call them out on it. You might have ran into this character before, right? This type of person before, this clever, sly person, and you probably let it just build up and allowed for the confusion to mount, and without you saying like, hey, what's happening here? Like, it feels like A, B, and C. If this isn't it, clarify it for me. What am I seeing wrong here? Tell me what's happening here, okay? Do you even like me? You know what I mean? Whatever the case. But it seems like there might have been a past cycle of a buildup of things without actually calling out this person's energy or calling them out if they're just straight up being shady, right? It would just be acceptance of it. But yeah, it's time to call it out so you can move on. And then it's that regret of like, well, I don't want to let go of this. I don't want to say the wrong thing. Wow, now I'm feeling it in my throat. This is so weird how the fear is coming out in the body. That's what's being stressed here. I just feel like this means the fear can come out physically. Like I said, if you keep it high vibe because of your psychic power, you can navigate this energy easily. But with the psychic power, you can also navigate it. You can also make it harder for yourself, okay? There's such a fear of like, it seems like losing the situation, it seems, as well. Because when I was about to talk about that, that's when the fear started coming up, the panic. Like, what if I say the wrong thing and then I push them away? But if they're carrying this energy, they probably need to get checked, okay? They need to get called out. But with the buffalo spirit here, the abundant universe will provide. See, I saw all that abundance. Is something out of this conversation comes a lot of abundance for you. Whether it's with this person or with someone else, whatever, it opens up new doors for you. All right? Because it's a major lesson here. So you let go of this job for a better job. Like, trust that there's bigger and better out there. If it's a relationship and you speak up, like, look, you're not doing it for me right now. Like, I don't understand what you're doing. You're carrying all the shaky ass energy. I can't read it. You're not being clear with me. I don't like the illusions. I'm out. Trust that something better comes in because you stood up for yourself. And it sends a message to the universe. Hey, bring something clearer in, you know? Wow, God, groundhog spirit, time to let go. Boom. That's it. I'm ended right there. So there's definitely a break. Time to let go of that. Let me pull for the romance angels. I knew that was gonna come out. See, that's what's blocking you, because this came out here. Give your relationship a chance, and it came out in a verse. Usually I don't read this in a verse, because at first I was very hesitant to pull this card, pull from the romance angels, because I feel like this is what's keeping someone holding on. The hope of constantly giving someone chance after chance, you know, like maybe they'll come around. And it's like, it's something about like, you have to speak up to end this cycle so that maybe they can realize what they're doing and eventually give you what you want, you know? It's not by waiting around and allowing for them to continue to be this, because all you're doing is enabling this behavior by accepting it and not talking about it. When you talk about it, you let them know, hey, I'm not accepting that. Come correct if you come to me, and that's it. All right? Anyway, so we have the healing family issues and unrequited love coming out here. There is a one-sidedness happening here, and it needs to be called out, all right? And it is going to end a cycle of like I said, it could be some deeper issues here. This is a cycle that you've dealt with, not just with this person, but in general, in other aspects of your life possibly, all right? So this is going to trigger deeper healing. And this And when I say it triggers deeper healing, it doesn't mean that you have to go in the depths and say, well, this came from that one time that teacher stole my candy. No, it's just like by you saying this, by you having this conversation alone, it's going to break the cycle for you. All right. I'm just really like excited. All right. Time to let go. The universe will provide. All right, thank you so much, Pisces. Let me know what you think. All right, feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment, add me on IG. That's Taryn Hill. If you want a personal reading, check out the info box below. If you want to be an angel donor, check out the Patreon link below. Thank you so much. Till we meet again, peace.